gonna take time, a whole lot of precious time. It's gonna take patience and time to do it, 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 to do it right, child. I got my mind set on you. 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 And this time I know it's real, the feeling that I feel. I know if I put my mind to it, I know that I really can do it. I got my mind set on you, set on you. I got my mind set on you, set on you. But it's gonna take money, whole lot of spending money. It's gonna take plenty of money to do it right, child. It's gonna take time, whole lot of precious time. It's gonna take patience and time to do it, 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 to do it right. I got my mind set on you. 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 And this time I know it's real, the feelings that I feel. I know if I put my mind to it, I know that I really can do it. But it's gonna take money, a whole lot of spending money. It's gonna take plenty of money to do it right, child. It's gonna take a time.
Welcome to day 4 of the South African qualifying Grand Prix. Another cracking day's racing in the high veld. Totally blue conditions and a task that was somewhat overset. But anyway, we have in third place Sven Olivier. Well done, Sven.
Thank you, Dick. The dog's coming with you.
Very well done, Sven.
Thank you, Dick.
Splendid work. And in second place, we have Oscar Golf. Musical cues. Well done, Oscar. Thank you, Dick. And in first place, just about 19 seconds ahead of his brother, is Lawrence Hodrian. Well done, Lawrence.
Changing gliders tomorrow.
Maar dankie, maar je mooi gevliegd, man. Quite good. You want me to drop down again?
Yeah,
Back exercises.
It looks a lot more arrogant than the back. Okay, well done, boys. Good day's flight. That leaves us with the overall positions, with Marcus Noen still in third place with 22 points, Oscar in second place with 25 points, and leading the field with 30 points is Lawrence Hodrian.
So, Oscar, on the tracking today, we saw that after start, you and I think it was Marcus routed quite far left of track, away from the rest of the gaggle. Why was that, and how did it work
It was
out?
actually John. John and myself went. I saw a dusty far about 15 k's out. It was a dusty, and there wasn't really anything to go on track, so I kept left and eventually found the dusty, and it was about 6,500 foot there. And then dusty, it was 1.5. It was very broken, so it wasn't really worthwhile, and I lost about 10 k's behind the gaggle there.
And when did you catch up to them again?
We had south of a beam of Costa, we had a 3 meter, John and myself again. We had a 3 meter, and then we could see them glinting in the distance. And then they got reasonably low about 5 kilometers before the turn, and then we caught up to them there.
And Sven, first time on the podium. How did you find today's cloudless conditions by comparison to yesterday?
Well, of course, with the clouds, it's a lot easier in the blue that the guys tend to fly together. So when at that low point of the gaggle, at the first turn point, I was in fact at the bottom of the gaggle. So I had to make my own plan, and in the blue it's quite difficult. But I got very lucky because I had one very good climb, and then something which you can't see, but if it's there and you can stay in it, actually works quite well, is there was some streeting. And I managed to fly for about 10 or 15 kilometers in 0 to 1 up. And I could see the gaggle to the left of me, and I could see the guys that were flying left of me going down all the time, and I was able to maintain at about 9,200 where I joined up with the gaggle again. So the blue is quite difficult, and mostly the guys fly together.
Cool. And Lawrence, third win in a row. How are you doing it?
It's like Worcester, five wins in a row. No, it's just a question of you have to stay with the leading group, and just because there are some gliders that has got no EVA tips, and I think the EVA tips makes a difference on the final glide. And then you can, if you stay with the leading group, then you have that advantage that you can fly a little bit faster than they do, and you have a better glide.
Okay, congratulations all on your third win and on your first podium.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.